Welcome to How Ines Rolls. No, I'm not going to have a pandemic freak out. But if you're looking for these, you're probably not going to find them. And those probably are way too old to be used anyways in my household. But let me tell you some things that you can do. So let's get started. So we are getting conflicting views, aren't we? Don't panic. It's gonna be okay. Oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. But you guys, we just need to be aware and prepared. Am I right? So it's happening. There are illnesses happening on both coasts, and it seems like it's kind of making its way inland. But there's no need to be afraid. As long as you have information and things that you can be in control of, you'll be great. It'll be fine. So some of the things that I know are missing, and I'm going to be taking you along to show you, are some of the basic necessities of toilet paper. Apparently we need lots of toilet paper when we have a virus. And also water. But I wanted to take you along to the stores that I went to just only about a week and a half ago and show you what they have in stock. And also some things that you can be doing at home. So, don't have water bottles? That's okay. A lot of refrigerators make filtered water. So if you are having filtered water, or your refrigerator makes filtered water, go ahead and start getting some mason jars and start filling them up. That way you're not overrunning the system and it's not going to filter as much great water later. So if you want, you can be doing that now. Just like so. So you don't have glass mason jars, you can use any glass, or even if you have a plastic bottle. Plastic bottles though will, you can keep them in the refrigerator. You just don't want the plastic to heat up. So those water bottles too can be used for, washing yourself. As far as I'm concerned, as I know, as knowledge, they're not going to turn off the water. So, feel free to have filtered water for drinking, and if you're using regular tap water for everything else. So the guidelines for water is a gallon per person per day. So figure that out for your family if that's something you can do. But let's say you are home. Let's talk about a couple of things you can do at home. And then I'm going to take you to a couple of those stores now. So we're home, you're with kids. I have a family of 4 kids. One is actually out on a mission right now. So we have 3 at home. And I just know that you're just going to have to be in the moment. Turn off your electronics, play some family games, maybe watch a movie. Some of our favorite games, Yahtzee and Rummy Cube. Let me know in the comments what your favorite family games are. And, if you have some favorite movies to share. So let us know in the comments so we can all learn from each other some of your favorite things. Plus, my youngest is still loving Play-Doh and coloring books. In fact, that's what he's doing right now. So just make sure that you have some of those things ready for your kids anyways. And then I'll show you just a couple more things at the end of the video of some of the things that we are doing. So let's go take a look at some of those stores now. Okay, so we're gonna go to the store, and I've been hearing about these shelves, so I just kind of wanted to take a look at 2 stores. So I'll take you the one that is nearby my house, and then I'll take you to Costco. And let me tell you something. It's got word today that we do have a coronavirus patient in Las Vegas. So I wonder if that'll change anything. So this is inside our local store, and as you can see, the pharmacy is pretty stocked up. So not too many things empty off the shelves. They have restocked up. Look at that. Good for them. It says free. Oh, I can get a free one. But there is some different, oh, look at that. There's a lot of empty shelves as well. So should we go take a look at the toilet paper? It's a little bit like picked over here. So there is still some here. They just have like a really good sale on it too. So at least I guess this area here is a little, but there's still plenty here. So all in all, at least my neighborhood store still has a lot of stuff on item or on their aisles. Let me know in the comments if your stores are picked over. Let me go show you Costco next. So we're already driving through Costco right now, and I can see people are coming out with full baskets of waters. So we'll go take a look to see what's inside. Now remember, they did just announce today on the news that there was somebody with the coronavirus in Las Vegas. So let's go see what Costco looks like. Look, all of this would be water. No more water. No more toilet paper. It would have been all right here. Where'd it go? Where'd the toilet paper go? Wow. So no water, no toilet paper. So that was a little bit eye-opening, wasn't it? To see all those shelves. A lot of things are not as plentiful, maybe. So kind of when you're going to the store, just get a little bit here and there. That's my best advice. But I think if you're just getting a whole bunch of stuff, check to see if your stores are allowing, you know, maybe there might be some limits on waters or some medicines or some toilet paper rolls. So, but when you're home with all of these ingredients, I like to think of what's going to make everybody feel better. You know, maybe there might be some recipes that you can do that are some family favorites, or, you know, maybe the kids just may need a frozen pizza, right? But one of the things that I like to do with my ingredients, and I know I had a few people ask that they wanted to see, was one of them that I like to do is when we're starting to get some ripened bananas. Now, I know a lot of people make banana bread, but this cookie only has 3 ingredients, and it would make a super easy go-to, quick and easy cookie recipe that you could do even if you bunkered down and you have to stay home and you're on quarantine. So let me show you really quickly, and I'll also link that video below on when I made them before. I think I did it on a live, but I will link it all below, or a recipe that's similar to it, so that way you can have it always. But let's mash 2 very ripe bananas. All right, so I've mashed up these 2 bananas. You're just gonna need 1.5 cups of oats and 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. You guys, that is all. So I am just going to let those, I'm gonna mix in these oats. I'm gonna let them sit there for a minute. Unless you have quick oats, you could just go right into the next step. But because I have regular oats, I'm just gonna kind of mix that in and let it kind of soften up a little tiny bit, maybe like a few minutes. And then I'm gonna add in my chocolate chips and get it in 350 degrees for about 12 minutes. I don't need any liquid, I don't need any eggs or oil, anything like that, you guys. So this makes this one of those recipes that is good when you don't have much in your pantry. Okay, you have to spray this, and then you're just gonna shape these cookies. Now these won't spread, so you want to make sure they are, you can get them as close as possible too with other cookies. They're not gonna spread. And you're just gonna wanna make sure that they form a nice little cookie, so you can just grab them and they're ready to go. Now these are actually even so good to have as a breakfast. So you can eat these for a treat, or even if you're planning some breakfast. And let's get these in the oven. Let's get these, I made about 11 cookies. And so we'll get these in for about 12 minutes. You just kind of watch them to see how toasty they get without them overcooking. So about 12 minutes. So let's get them in. While those cookies are cooking, I thought I would share just a couple more things about what the CDC or the WHO has recommended. So embrace the elbow bump as a greeting rather than shaking hands. So that's gonna be really fun to try to see how that turns out. But saying also 3 to 6 feet away from people who have coughs, do the best you can, I understand. But I understand that a lot of this is just making sense of what you can control. So, you know, fill up on some of your things. Get some more prescriptions. If you have them getting them mailed to your house, that's a really great way to go, because there might be a lot of people at the pharmacy trying to get some cold medicine. So, or just make some more orders and then just go pick them up in a drive-thru or something. So if you have prescriptions, try to think ahead, of course. And the best thing to do is just drink lots of water, get good sleep, and eat good foods, and make sure you're taking a vitamin if you are needing some extra minerals and vitamins. So those cookies are almost done, and I can't wait to show you. These just came out of the oven, but I'm gonna let them cool for a second. You could go anywhere between 12 and 15 minutes even. So I'm just gonna let them cool so I don't break them, but then I'll show you. Look at this, so good. Let me just give a little. I couldn't wait for it to get completely cool. So good. Well, that's been a long day doing some investigative vlogging for you. So you guys, it just comes down to this. Try not to be afraid. Make your mind up on what's going to keep your family happy and healthy, and be consistent about it all. It's going to be here for a little bit, and maybe as the weather warms up, it'll go away much faster. But because we don't know everything about this virus, infection, disease, let's just be extra cautious and stay extra healthy. Extra water, drink extra water, get that sleep, all the good stuff. Take some elderberry, load up on your vitamin C, whatever it is. And when you're talking to your children about it, be as optimistic as possible. So this is what I do on my channel. I do lots of cooking, lots of easy fun things, vlogging, some good DIY stuff that makes me happy, and I hope it makes you happy too. So I've seen a lot of new faces, and I'm just so grateful for all of you. Click subscribe if you haven't done so, and stick around, rollers. You just never know what I'll be rolling out next. Bye everyone.